Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. You can see right there in the middle of the screen, we are in first place, 32-21, 11 games over 500. We've won 9 of our last 10. Actually, we've won 10 of our last 12 going back to this game right here. I went in and did some simming to start the episode, and we beat the Cubs 3 and we beat Toronto 4 all on the road. So we've got a 7-game winning streak, and if you'll notice, we gave up 5 runs there and 5 runs there. Those are the only 2 games in this stretch that we've given up more than 3. 0-5, 1-3, 1-2, 2-1, 0-5, 0-2. So our pitching has been stellar, and our hitting has just been enough. Junior Caminero is incredible this year. Hitting 294, 10 home runs, 35 RBIs. Lew Garcia is finally heating up a little bit. He's tied for first on the team with home runs with 10. Upped his average 235. Still needs to do some more work, but the pitching has been carrying us. We've been focusing so much on the American League. I would like to begin this episode with this series against Milwaukee. We'll jump in, show highlights of these games, and then we'll either do this some games here with Houston or the White Sox, or maybe I'll drop down to the minors and show someone down there. But I want to get us through this date right here, because next episode, we're going to start with a 7-game road trip to Boston and Baltimore. And then we also have another 3 games home against Boston here. And that'll take us all the way up to the last scouting period for the draft. And you can get my thoughts on who we're going to look at in the draft. But that's what we're going to do right now. Get some games out of the league. You can see the Brewers are 2 games better than us. And see some different teams. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But without further ado, let's hop into this series with Milwaukee. And we have a matchup of 2 teams on 8-game winning streaks. See, we are at a home series here against the Brewers. We're 2 games behind them for the record. There you see we're on the current 8-game winning streak, but so is Milwaukee. So this will be a clash between 2 teams trending in the right direction. See, we have now a 3-game lead on Boston, 5 on Baltimore. Toronto is pretty much out of it already. On the mound in game 1 for the Rays, Taj Bradley sees 4-3, 3.12 ERA, 1.14 WHIP. Excellent strikeout to walk ratio. Mentioned before, we really need to see his strikeouts go up. And the Brewers on the mound today is DL Hall. You can see he's 2-1, 3.95 ERA, elevated 1.62 WHIP with that 13% walk rate. Hopefully that will help us generate some runs today. And leading off the game here, Bryce Terang facing Taj Bradley. And the first pitch, that's going to be a shot into right field. And it is gone. Just kept going right over Trey Morgan's head. That was a line drive shot by Bryce Terang on the first pitch of the game. Got ambushed. Taj Bradley not happy about that. The Brewers are, though. And they jump out to a 1-0 lead. It only took 1 pitch to get there. My goodness. Look at this replay. It wasn't a bad pitch. It was almost knee high, and Terang just got out there and hooked it into the stands. All right, now we're going to skip ahead to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's still 1-0 Brewers. Chandler Simpson in the lineup today, center field, trying to give him some ABs. 3-2 pitch to him, and that's going to be a little shot over short. Little flare. He dumps into center field for a base hit. We need to see a lot more of that. Really needs Simpson's contact and speed in the lineup. That'll bring up Jose Caballero. 1-2 pitch to him. That's going to be in the dirt. He gets away from the catcher, and he can't find it. It's right there by the umpire, and Simpson slides in safely on the wild pitch. So now we have a man in scoring position with nobody out. 2-2 count. Here's a pitch to Caballero, filling in for Carson Williams today. Ground ball to third base. Scooping a throw, and that holds Simpson at second base. So now we still have a man on second, 1 out, full count to Sam Basallo. Here's the pitch, and that's up and in for ball 4. So now the Rays are going to have 2 men on with 1 out. Get this rally going. Richie Palacios back to the top of the order. Here's the pitch, and it's another one in the dirt, and the catcher delays getting that one, and both runners, nope, I'm sorry, just a man on second. Simpson goes to third. Vasallo, I'm not sure what he was doing, but now we have men at the corners and 1 out. Pitch to Palacios. It's going to be a fly ball into center field. Drifting back. Perkins has it. Here's the throw. And he's safe as Chandler Simpson scores on the sac fly, and this game is tied at 1. Now we hop ahead to the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on, 1 out. Lew Garcia up. He has been hot lately. And here's a smash in left field between short and third. He's going to stay hot. Way to go, Lew. Need him to get going. Here's the pitch. That's a strike and a throw down, and he's safe. Easily steals second base. Showing off the wheels. Got power and speed. Unfortunately, he would be stranded there. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. Chandler Simpson back up, and he's going to get a leadoff walk. At blazing speed. Need to be stealing bags with him. He's on first now with 2 outs, and Palacios back up. 2-1 pitch. And there's a ball, throw down, and Simpson's safe. So, like I said, need that stolen base. Unfortunately, he would get stranded there. We're going to hop ahead to the 6th. Still tied 1-1. Cooper Bowman leading off for the Brewers. Here's a little jam shot into center field. That's going to drop. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Brewers here in the 6th inning. That'll bring in Bryce Terang with 1 on, nobody out. 0-1 pitch from Bradley. On the way. And that's going to be a ground ball. Lew diving to his left, got it, throws to first and gets Terang. What a play by Lew Garcia. Not only does he have a bat with power and speed, he's playing great defense, replacing a Gold Glover and Brandon Lau. Let's look at his play. Ground ball, lays out, grabs the ball behind his body, gets to his knees, and a quick throw gets the speedy Terang. So now the Brewers have a man on second, 2 outs with Christian Yelich up. Full count to him, and that's ball 4. And the Brewers going to have 2 men on with 2 men out. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio. Heading to count 3-0. Here's the pitch from Bradley, and that's ball 4, 4-pitch walk. So back-to-back walks by Bradley. Load the bases with 2 outs. That'll bring up Jesus Made, their prospect shortstop. He's struggling with the average. Decent amount of home runs and RBIs, though. Bases loaded, 2 out. 1-0 pitch from Bradley. That's going to be a ground ball off Bradley. Deflects to third. Caminero picks it up, and his throw to first is way late, as Made is going to get an infield single off the body of Bradley. And he's down on a knee. Vassallo's out checking him. Now the manager's going to come out. Says he's okay. But they're going to pull him out of the game anyway and bring in a reliever, not taking any chances. It's the second time we've seen him take a ground ball off the body this season. The other one was Soto. They're going to go to the bullpen. Bases loaded still. 2 outs. I'm going to bring in Edwin Uceda. A little bit of a struggle this year with that .328 average against right-handed batters. He would be able to end the rally. And then we hop to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-1 Brewers. Nobody on. Nobody out. 2-2 pitch. Caminero hits a shot to right field. Frelick back to the track, and it's off the wall and gets by him. And now Perkins gets it. He's going to have to throw the ball in, and Caminero's in with a leadoff double. There we go. That'll bring in Lew. So he's up to 10 home runs, 29 RBI. Already has a single and a stolen base today. 2-2 pitch from Tyler Kinley. On the way. That's a shot to left field. Chourio racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Into the concession stand in left field. And Lew Garcia, that might be the first home run we've seen since he hit his first major league home run on camera. I could be wrong. But that 2-run shot puts Tampa Bay up 3-2 here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Lew on a heater. Gotta love it. See this replay. Oh, yeah, that was belt high over the middle, and that was a laser shot right over the wall. Didn't get very high. Now we go to the top of the 8th inning. Tampa Bay's up 3-2. Roger Guy, the rookie lefty, on the mound, and he gives up a line shot single to center field to Sal Frelick to start the inning. And after the next 2 batters made outs, Jesus Made coming up now. He had the RBI single earlier in the game. 0-2 pitch. There's a shot into right center field. Simpson chasing it back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Second row just gets in there. Made, 2-run shot to the opposite field. gives the Brewers 4-3 lead late. Nice opposite field power by the young guy. Roger Guy thought he was going to get out of this inning, and he ends up blowing the lead. And the Brewers would hang on, win the game 5-3, adding another run late. See Koenig with the win, Guy with the loss. Aaron Ashby came in, got the save as the Brewers take game 1 of this series. Let's check out the box score. See 2 hits for Terang, 2 for Made. Terang and Made both with home runs. Perkins with the steal. Hall, 1 run in 5 innings. Kinley gave up the lead, but the bullpen, 3 no-hit innings to shut down the Rays the rest of the way. See 2 hits for Garcia, the single, the home run, a stolen base. A couple of steals in the game total. Bradley, 2 runs in 5 innings left after getting hit with a pitch, and Guy gives up the 2-run shot. And the Brewers win game 1 of this series and extend their win streak to 9 games. And game 2 of this 3-game set. Tampa Bay's 8-game winning streak was ended yesterday. Milwaukee's up to 9 games now. See if the Rays can jump on them early in this one. There we go, 9-game win streak for the Brewers. They're leading the National League Central by 3 over Cincinnati, and that's their only competition so far in the division this year. On the mound today for the Rays, rookie lefty Jackson Ferris. He's 2-4, 3.81 ERA. Great strikeouts. Got to get his hits allowed down. Walks aren't too bad. And on the mound for the Brewers, Freddie Peralta, 5-2, 3.68 ERA. Great strikeout and walk ratio. I'm not sure what his home runs look like. That might be why his ERA is elevated. And we're going to pick this up in the bottom of the third. Christopher Morel in at DH today. Struggling badly this season. Trying to get him going. 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be a line drive base hit into right field. Need Morel's power bat in the lineup, but he's got to get on base. That'll bring in Sam Basallo now. 1 on, nobody out. 1-2 pitch from Peralta. And that's going to be a ground ball off the third baseman. Shortstop's going to grab that in short left field, and everybody's going to be safe. It's going to be an infield hit, and that's going to bring up Junior Caminero. Minute to corners now, 2 out, 3-0 pitch, and that's ball 4. And that's going to load the bases here with 2 outs. Lew Garcia saw that big 2-run homer last game. Heading to count 2-1. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Terang scoops, throws the second, and they get the force, and that ends the rally. The Brewers dodge a bullet. Go to the top of the 5th, nobody on, 1 out, 3-2 pitch. Joseph Ortiz strikes out. And that's the 14th batter in a row that Ferris has retired to this point after giving up a leadoff walk to Terang. That brings in Tyler Black, and he's going to hit a shot down the right field line. It's going to drop, going to be picked up by Morgan, and he's going to get it back in quick and hold Black to a single, and that's the first hit allowed by Jackson Ferris. Black would be stranded there, and we're going to hop ahead to the 6th with 2 outs. William Contreras up. You see he's hitting .358 with 10 homers and 33 RBIs. Have a season, William. Down to count 0-1. Here's a pitch from Ferris. And it's going to be a ground ball past the first baseman into right field for a base hit. They're going to get a 2-out man on first. That'll bring in Christian Yelich, another dangerous hitter. 0-1 pitch from Ferris. That's going to be a tapper over the head of Sanchez. Big high hop. And that's going to give them 2 on with 2 outs. Brewers getting a rally going here. Brings in Garrett Mitchell, the 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out as Jackson Ferris gives up 2 2-out hits and pitches around it. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's scoreless. And we'll pick this up in the bottom half of the inning. Nobody on, 1 out, Lew up, and he hits a shot into right field. It's a base hit. Hot hitting continues for Lew. Gives us a man on with 1 out. That'll bring in Willie Sanchez. Full count to him. Here's the pitch way off the plate for ball 4. And that's going to put 2 men on and 1 out. Trey Morgan's going to be coming up. Trey is struggling a little bit with his bat right now, and they're going to go to the pen. They're going to take him out of the game. Manager doesn't like what he's seeing. He's going to bring in Tyler Kinley now with 2 on. 1 out. Face Trey Morgan, as I said, struggling at the plate right now. We've seen him hit a bunch of home runs, but he's not making enough contact regularly. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Pratt's got it. Steps on the bag for 1. Throw to first, and he gets him. Just gets Morgan for the double play to snuff out the rally. Now we skip to the top of the 7th. Joseph Ortiz up. Nobody on, nobody out. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, just past the diving Carson Williams. And the Brewers are going to have their first man on with nobody out here in the inning.
1 and 2, count.
The next 2 batters would strike out. That would bring up Cooper Bowman. Here's a smash to third off Camanero's glove. Picks it up, throw across, and it's not in time. See if they give that a hit or an error. And they're going to give him an error. And that's going to put 2 men on with 2 outs. 3-1 count to Terang. Here's Roger Guy's pitch, and he misses low for ball 4. So now the Brewers are going to have the bases loaded, 2 out here in the top of the 7th. Scoreless game. Blake Perkins up. He's 0 for 3. Guy in a jam. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Camanero's got that. Throw to first. And they get out of that jam just like the Brewers did in the last half inning. And this game is still scoreless here as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lew Garcia up. 1 for 3 on the day. And he's going to hit a line drive base hit up the middle as the hits continue for Lew. And the Rays are going to bring in Chandler Simpson to pinch run. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Sanchez. Throw down, and he's safe. So Simpson does exactly what we needed. Steals the bag, gets in scoring position. See that great jump. Unfortunately, Simpson would be stranded at second. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Still scoreless. Elvis Peguero in for the Brewers. 2-2 pitch to Morgan. It's going to be a ground ball to third base. Grab there and throw across, and there's 1 down. Morgan's hitting woes continue. Another one with hitting woes. Carson Williams started out hot. Really struggling with contact right now. Down in count 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a shot in the left field, and that's a walk-off home run for Carson Williams. Way to go, Carson. Maybe that'll get you out of your funk. Carson Williams with 1 swing ends this great pitcher's duel. 1-0 win by the Rays on the bat of Carson Williams. See, the boys are waiting for him at home plate to celebrate. There you go. And Tampa Bay ends the Brewers' 9-game win streak. Thigh high, got out in front and just hammered it into the left center field stands. And everybody knew. Look at the left fielder, never even moved. And the Rays get a walk-off exciting win here to even up the series. Let's check out this box score. You see we only gave up 4 hits, did walk 3 guys. Peralta, 5 shutout innings, just threw a lot of pitches. Our side, 2 hits for Lew. And the walk-off home run by Carson Williams. We only struck out 4 times. Jackson Ferris pitched 6 shutout innings. Bullpen only allows 1 hit over 3. And Fairbanks gets the win as we even up this series. And here we are for Game 3. Rubber match to see who's going to take the series since both teams won a game apiece. See, we're back to within 2 games of their record. On the mound for the Rays today, Mr. Strikeout Shane McClanahan, 5-1, elevated ERA, mostly on the walks, still leading the majors in strikeouts. And on the mound for the Brewers today will be Jacob Mizorowski, one of their young starting pitchers, having a bit of a rough season at 2-5 with a 5 ERA. And hopefully we can jump on him early. We'll see. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 1st inning. Evan Carter up, nobody on, 1 out. 3-0 count on him. Here's the pitch from Mizorowski. And that's going to be low for ball 4. So Tampa Bay is going to get a man on here with 1 out. That'll bring in Junior Caminero, having an excellent season this year. And hearing the MVP chants from the crowd. 1-1 pitch to him, and that's a shot into center field. Drifting back to the track, to the wall. Leaping try, and it's gone. Caminero with a shot to dead center field that just clears the center fielder's glove, and Tampa Bay is up to a 2-0 lead early There you go, Junior, his 11th home run to lead the team. He's taking that big step this year that we needed for him to do. Hope he can stay healthy and keep providing that power. That was a low pitch. That was almost knee high. Just powers through it and hits it out to dead center field. Mitchell thought he was going to have it. He was wrong. Then I'll bring in Lew with nobody on, 1 out. Up to 247 now. Has raised his average almost 20 points. It's going to be a smash into right field, and that's going to keep going. That'll give him 10 hits in his last 19 at-bats. He is on a heater, boys and girls. Unfortunately, he would be stranded. Go to the top of the second inning. Jackson Chourio leading off for the Brewers. And he's going to hit this one over Sanchez's head, down the right field line, into the corner. Murray playing right field today. He's going to throw the ball back in, and Chourio is going to have a leadoff double for Milwaukee as they try to get back into this game. That'll bring in Garrett Mitchell, center fielder. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a shot into right field down the line. That's going to drop and rattle around in the corner, and that's going to drive in Chourio. Murray throws that in, and that's the second double of the inning for the Brewers. And that'll bring in Joseph Ortiz with a man on second, 1 out. And it's going to be a ground ball, base hit up the middle. Mitchell's around third. Here comes the throw, and it's not going to be in time as it's cut off. And the Brewers, 2 doubles and a single, rally to tie this game here in the second. And go to the bottom of the inning. Carson Williams leading off now. Tie game. First pitch. It's going to be a shot into right field. Down the line. Frelick lays out. It's off his glove. Williams around first, digging hard for second, trying to get in with a double, and he is safe. It's our third double in that same spot of the field. Really in the second inning. Now to bring in Jonathan Aranda, playing DH today, trying to get his bat going as well. First pitch, Mizraski is going to be a shot into left field. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Williams around third. Here comes the throw, and he's easily safe. So Tampa Bay takes the lead back with a double and a single to start the bottom of the second. That'll bring in Chandler Simpson, trying to get his bat going as well, trying to find somebody that can get on base consistently. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch from Mizraski. And it's going to be a line smash up the middle. Man around third. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. And that's the 4th run for Tampa Bay. It's the first RBI of the season for Simpson. We still have nobody out. 2 on. Evan Carter, 2-2 pitch to him. And that's going to be a ground ball, base hit up the middle, and that's going to be another run. As the throw comes in, high and late. Tampa Bay responding. 3 runs in the inning. You still have nobody out. Camanero's up. 2-1 pitch from Mizraski. And that's going to be a ground ball, base hit to left field. And that's going to drive in another run. As the throw comes in, and safe. Nice slide to the backside there by Chandler. And it's 6-2, and that's enough. The Brewers manager coming out. Poor Mizraski hasn't gotten anybody out in the inning. Stroman's going to come in now with minutes, second and third, and 1 out. Here's Willie Sanchez, and here's going to be a shot into center field. Drifting back is Mitchell. Should be deep enough. Catching a throw, and it's not going to be in time. Sack fly from Sanchez makes it 7-2 Tampa Bay. That'll bring in Pete Murray. Heading count 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. Runners around third, and he's going to score as well as Tampa Bay pouring it on here in the second inning. 8-2 lead. Big 6-run second inning. There you go, Pete. Now we're going to jump ahead to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 8-2. Caminero up. You can see 2 for 2 with a single and a home run, 3 RBIs. It's only the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Stroman. It's going to be a shot into left field. Chourio chasing back to the track to the wall, and he catches it as he slams into the panel there. Caminero bidding for extra bases again. Then we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 8-2. 3-1 pitch to Chandler. There's a shot into right field. Down the line. Frelick chasing it, and it's gone. Chandler Simpson. My goodness. Solo shot down the right field line for his first major league home run. 90 mile-an-hour velocity is just enough to hit a home run. hit it in the correct spot in the stadium. He expands that lead to 9-2. Seen him hit 4 or 5 home runs in his minor league stats. He's going to get his first one here. Ball kind of worked its way back over the middle. He hammered it to the correct spot in the stadium to get it out as it just sneaks out to like the 3rd or 4th row. And the dugout giving him the silent treatment. No one expects Chandler to have that much pop. There we go. And that would be it, as Tampa Bay would give up a couple of solo home runs late. They hang on and win 9-4. Shane goes to 6-1. Mizorowski drops to 2-6. And Tampa Bay takes this series between the two streaking teams. Let's take a look at this box score. See 2 hits for Chiriot. They had home runs from Yelich and Black. We didn't walk anybody and struck them out 9 times. Mizorowski, 8 runs allowed, didn't even get. He only got 4 outs, gives up 8 runs on 7 hits and 2 walks. And our side, Chandler 2 for 4 with the home run and a walk, 2 RBIs. Caminero 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Pete Murray 2 hits. Caminero and Simpson with the home runs. We only struck out 1 time. McClanahan 2 runs allowed in 7 innings. Both relievers gave up a solo shot late, but doesn't matter as the Rays win the series. There we go, boys. And I'm going to give you a quick update on some of the hitters that we've scouted. Looked at some catchers here. Marco Silva looks like he's overrated. His best thing is going to be his defense. Bradford Hillman is older, guaranteed B, probably in the low 60s at 23 years old. Not a long-term guy, but good hit skill, pretty good defense, just didn't have a lot of pop. Only way I would draft him is maybe with our 2nd round pick, and that would be probably just to get us a young player in the organization at catcher. Shortstop, Alfonso Alvarado, probably going to be a B in the high 60s, low 70s, and well-rounded hit skill. Defense and speed is much better than his contact, but he's not far off. Center fielder, Darryl Penny, another probably a B, possibly a low A, but probably just a solid B in the high 50s, low 60s. And contact is his skill. Doesn't have a lot of power. He's got great speed. Kind of a prototypical leadoff hitter with decent defense. And that's about it for right now. We are scouting a 3rd baseman, trying to find somebody around the top 10 that could fall to us. Might look at Alex O'Leary. Might look at Mike Santana. Shane McCall probably won't drop to us at 21 years old, though. He might come in on the higher end, though. And he has well-rounded hit skill, really good defense and speed, so he's not going to be 99 speed or 88 arm strength, so he's probably going to be in that 80s range, in the 70s. So he's a possibility, but he'd have to drop to us at 10. Michael Santana is another one, just like Darryl Penny. Good contact, good speed, okay defense, a little bit better defense, to be honest. Carlos Chavez is the number 1 prospect. He is not going to come in at 99 because he's not going to have 99 fielding or arm strength reaction. He's probably going to be down in the B's in the 70s, and that's probably going to take at least 10 or 15 off the top of each one. Lawrence Chow might be interesting at 22 years old. He's another one that could come in. Could be a low A in the low 60s at 22, which isn't great. I mean, it's going to take him a while to get up. He's already 22. But well-rounded across the board, so you never know. But anyway, that's what we have so far on the hitters. I'll show you some pictures a little bit later in the episode. And we have a critical situation here on the road at Houston. Top of the 8th inning, we have men at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Carson Williams facing Josh Hader. Let's hop in here and see if Carson Williams can give us the lead. They're going to walk him instead, so okay, we won't be watching Carson Williams. Instead, we're going to watch Samuel Basallo instead with the bases loaded now and 2 out against Josh Hader. First pitch is low for a ball. See, Sam's only hitting .214 but has 9 home runs, 20 RBI. Got to get that contact rate up. So now we have bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, tie game. Basallo ahead in the count, 2-0. Here's the pitch from Hader. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Got a chance to get a RBI and a walk here. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 4. He misses. So Josh Hader walks in the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning. Intentionally walks Carson Williams and then unintentionally walks Basallo. Now we have Chandler Simpson up. He's 2 for 4. He's really taken off since we put him at the top of the order. Put him in center field. Let him bat leadoff. See, he's 2 for 4 with a double, a single, a run scored. Yeah, bases loaded, 2 out, top of the 8th. Rays up 4-3. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Simpson. And he swings and misses on slider off the plate. So Hader finally gets out of it, but he does give up a run. The bases loaded walk to Sam Basallo. And now in the bottom of the ninth, Isaac Paredes up, former Tampa Bay Ray. Tying run at first. Nobody out. Pete Fairbanks on the mound. Let's see if we can finish this off. Pete's ahead in the count on Paredes now. 0-2. One on, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way out in front of that fastball. He strikes out for the first out. And Pete's ahead in the count. 1-2. Christian Walker. We got one on, one out. Bottom of the ninth. Tampa Bay clinging to a one-run lead. And he strikes him out on the slider for the second out of the inning. Great pitch by Pete. Now we got Yainer Diaz up. One on, two outs. Trying to finish this game off. Pitch from Fairbanks. It's going to be a shot into right field. Racing back to the track. And it's over his head and off the wall. Morgan gets the ball back in. Throw to the plate. And he is out. What a relay. Caballero guns him down at the plate, and Tampa Bay hangs on to win the game 4-3. What a comeback win there. Check out the box score. Chandler 2 for 5, Garcia 3 for 4. Pete had 2 hits, Morgan had 2 hits. Trey Morgan with a home run, Lew with a steal, Baz 1 run in 5 innings. Uceda blows that save, but the bullpen comes through. And yeah, hung it on their pen. Josh Hader, 2 hits, 2 walks in his 1 inning. And the Rays get a come-from-behind win. When we first started this episode, we were talking about the winning streak that we were on, or how many games we had won coming into this Milwaukee series. So we go back to this game against Detroit. 2-2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-2, 10-3, 12-3, 12-4, 13-4, 14-4, 14-5. 18, 19-5, 20-5, 20-8, so 22-8. We've doubled our wins in the past 5 weeks. We've doubled our wins. 22-5 in our last 27. Amazing. This game right here against the Royals that we win 5-4. Carson Williams, 3 for 4 with 3 home runs and 5 RBI. My goodness. Carson, have a day. 1, 2 out of 3 there. We saw this game right here with the situation where we drew a walk to get the go-ahead run and then held on to get the dub at the very end. This game right here against Houston, we won 11-7. Bunch of hits from everybody there, but Evan Carter, 3 for 4, batting ninth with 2 home runs, 3 runs scored, 3 RBI. Jackson Ferris had a bad start. Alex Fiedo, 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts in 4 innings to get the win. And then to end up the episode, this is where we're going to finish simming through, because I mentioned the Boston-Baltimore road trip and then Boston back here at home later. We'll get into that next episode. But we wrap up the homestand with a 3-0 win against the Rangers. Junior Caminero, 2-run shot, provided most of the offense. Shane McClanahan goes to 9-1, 6 1/3 shutout innings, 8 more Ks. Fairbanks gets his 20th save. And it's time to check out the standings. We have a 7.5 game lead on the Yankees, 8 on Boston, 8.5 on the Orioles. This team is just absolutely on fire. And it all goes back to we are finally hitting. Caminero's average dipped a little bit, but Willie Sanchez popped a few more home runs. Carson Williams up to 13. 10 home runs for Basallo. But Trey Morgan was hitting in the 180s for a while. Is up to 213. Palacios has dropped down. I kind of benched him and put Chandler in his place. Pete Murray's cooled off a little bit. Morel's kind of but Chandler's up to 212, which was better than where he was. Aranda's doing okay. Figueroa has 1 to 2 weeks left, and we'll get him back. Pitching side, Shane, 114 strikeouts in 88 innings. 80 hits in 88 innings, only 7 home runs. Compared to the 31 he gave up last year, only 26 walks. Guy's been phenomenal. Pepio, 2.45 ERA. Baz, 2.28 ERA. Taj, 2.77 ERA. So our hitting is finally warming up to catch up to this excellent pitching that we've had so far. Bullpen's kind of been up and down. Uceda 0-4 with a 4.84 ERA. Kelly 3.4. Clevenger 3.6. Roger Guy is under 4 now. Gratterall under 2, and Fairbanks 20 saves, 265. Been up and down lately, but our offense is finally catching up to our pitching. And down on the minor league side, we haven't looked at them very much this year. Cameron Meisner hitting 307. Braden Taylor was on a heater for a while, 14 home runs, 38 RBI. Brooks Lee is struggling just a little bit. Nobody else is just putting up great numbers there. Pitching-wise, Mason Montgomery, 2.20 ERA, 0.99 whip. Clausen, 2.28. Barco, 3.13. Lesko, inflated ERA. Joe Boyle, a lot of walks. Bullpen side, Manny Rodriguez is doing great. Vernon's doing great. Lavender's doing great. Down in Double-A, Aaron Sabato doing great. 11 home runs, hitting 317. He's about ready to go up to Triple-A. 7 home runs from Aiden Smith. Ryan Zapata, we drafted him this last draft, 6-3, 2.72 ERA, 91 strikeouts in 82 innings, 1.09 whip. Guy is pitching way beyond his 18-year-old age. 4 home runs allowed. See potential guy, but he's pitching excellent. And even though he's got 34 hits per 9 his rating, he's only given up 4 home runs. Jackson Baumeister, 221. Bitsko, 1.98. Roger Segura, another one of our draft picks, 273. Actually, I think I'll take that back. We traded for him. Freddie Correa, 220. Garth Larson, 1.14 ERA. That's someone we drafted and moved from starting pitcher to reliever. Marshall Wood was a draft pick of ours. Wisniewski is a draft pick of ours. Freddie Terrero killing it. So it's not just the major league level. It's at all levels. And we are just on a roll. Pitching has just been stellar. We're ranked 4th, and the hitting is finally catching up. And this is looking to be a really, really exciting Season 3 for the Rays. And we'll finish up our scouting in the next episode, and I'll show you our board before we go to the draft. But it's just incredible. We are getting a lot of home runs, getting really good power up and down the lineup. But we've started getting some singles, which we've been lacking the entire season. Had a lot of problems with our batting average because we just weren't getting enough singles, and that seems to be turning around. So anyway, if you like the series, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, share it out, and I will see you very shortly for the next episode of the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.